Hey there everybody, it's Missy again with the Shimmerz education team, and I'm back with a new layout today. And as always, don't forget to use my name in the comments section when you are shopping at the Shimmerz store. You can get a surprise paint. So what I'm going to do today, I was playing around in my little scrap notebook here with some glass bead gel, and I got this at Michael's. And I was just experimenting to see what this would look like. And look at this. It is so pretty. I'm going to do this on my layout. I used a stencil and I scraped the glass bead gel over it, let it dry, and then just started spraying some shimmers on it. And what the glass bead gel is, it's you'll see it here in just a minute when I go to use it, but it's white and it's almost like a shimmery modeling paste, but a little bit thinner, and it's got these little teeny tiny glass beads in it. So it's kind of gritty, so you're going to get lots of texture. But it goes over this stencil beautifully, and I think the end result is so cool. And when you touch it, it is so textury. I know textury is not a word, but it's so bumpy and rough, and it just feels so cool, and it looks beautiful. And you could do this through any kind of stencil, and you could customize it with any kind of Shimmerz colors that you want. I decided to go with a white background here to start, and this is just smooth white. It's the basil marshmallow, so it's pretty thick. And I'm going to do a vertical design. So I just put a thick coat through that stencil. I don't even know what shape you would call that. It's kind of like an oval, but pointed at the end. Look at this texture. It's dry, and it is so cool. And it's going to look even neater once I start to add color to it. So I'm just going to start spraying down, and the colors that I'm using, I'll tell you what I'm using as I go. That is Spritz Ruby to start, and then Vibez Sweetheart. And so what I'm doing is just spraying it down, adding some water to my brush, and then just adding a little bit more water. That's Vibez in Glorious Day, a very beautiful golden yellow color. And then this is Snow Way Man, which is also a Vibez, and a little bit of Jeni Bleu Vibez. And this is so cool because when you add more water, it just blends together. Everything kind of runs and mixes, and it goes in between all of those shapes. So pretty. That's a little shot of Mama Sings the Blues, and that's a Coloringz. And I'm going to use these colors over and over again. I'm already in love with how this looks, and I didn't use any gesso or anything like that because I knew I wasn't going to be doing a lot of, or any of the packaging technique or any blending. I knew I was going to be adding a lot of water, and it would just sort of run and blend on its own. And so that's all I'm doing here. I really don't think you could mess this up. If you can smudge something over a stencil and spray ink down out of a bottle, then you can totally do a background like this. And you could do it as big as you want or as small as you want. I'm coming in with some more colors here. So before I get too behind, the pink color is a Creameez, and it's called One Hot Mama, and it is the most beautiful darker pink color ever. I love it. And so I just want to make sure that that pink really stands out. This is something to add a little bit of glittery sparkle, and this is one of the newer colors. It's an original Shimmerz paint, and it's called Moonrock. And it's a neutral, and it's got some super sparkly glitter bits mixed in there. Really fine. And so I'm just mixing and matching. This is also a new color, a very bold Shimmerz paint called Peacock's Plume. You want something that is super brilliant, aqua turquoisey blue. That's the color to get. And I went back and forth between two pictures here. I felt like I had several pictures that would go with this. This is another original Shimmerz, a new color called Bumbly Bee, and it is a gorgeous golden yellow color. And I love how that turned out. Wait till you see it later on. I decided to go with this picture of me and my sister because it's a little bit bigger, and I just like the way it looks on top of this background. And I'm going to do a little bit of layering behind it. This is the Jane Davenport papers. I don't even know if there are newer ones. This is the one when she first started releasing her stuff last year or the year before at Michael's, and everybody was going crazy buying it. This was the paper pad, and I was able to get my hands on it, and I think it is gorgeous. The colors match my background perfectly. It's got that orangey color, the pinks, the blues, and so I'm just going to add some messy, crooked layers and even ruffle it up even more with my little distress tool there. And I'm going to just put my picture smack dab in the middle there. But I realized I'd covered up some of the pink, so I'm going to go back over it with the One Hot Mama. I actually do this quite a bit because I don't want to cover up that pink. And that's kind of the nature of scrapbooking. You wind up covering some of it up, even though I don't want to cover it up. Look how cool that looks. It's all dry. It just looks so sparkly and shiny and glassy. And you can't even see it here because the camera won't pick it up. But later on when you see the close-ups, you can really see those little teeny tiny glass beads. They really are little teeny tiny beads. So cute, so pretty. So these are some random die cut messy circles that I've had for a while in my random die cut stash. I've had it for a while. I couldn't even remember where it was from, but I'm going to use that as a messy layer behind everything. And then I'm just going to start adding little random bits. I don't want to cover up a lot of that background because it's so pretty, and I think that's the whole point of making a background a lot of times for me is I don't want to cover a lot of it up because it's so pretty. So before I, decide on any specific embellishments, I'm going to come in with my thread because I definitely want to add thread to this just to add to that messy background and keep the texture theme going on here. So I'm going to add some blue over to the left and some of that burnt orangey golden yellow color over to the right. I'm going to go ahead and start to glue all of that down. And I did add some foam behind the picture just to raise it up even more. And I did wind up adding a lot of water to this paper, and I normally always say if you're going to add a lot of water to a paper like this, then you need gesso. Well, I kind of broke my own rule here, and it's not a rule. Look, don't get me wrong. There's no right or wrong way to do it, but I think it's just the nature of how the water did on this page. It just kind of ran. I didn't really try to paint it or and it did warp the paper a little bit, but I don't even think it's that noticeable, and I think it just adds to the texture of the background. So this is a gold, it's like a matte gold sticker book I've had for a couple years. It's from Michaels. It's Me and My Big Ideas. And I'm going to use several little pieces here of this gold, but I'm going to add it to some white cardstock first and then cut it out. That way it's a little bit thicker and I don't have to stick it directly onto that really bumpy background. I can use them as embellishments and they're going to stay nice and smooth. And the one at the top says, "Hey girl," and then the one at the bottom says, "Don't forget to be awesome." That little hello piece at the top is from some sticker sheets. I also believe that's from Mombi, from Michaels. Sometimes I just go through the sticker aisles at Michaels, and if I see something cute, I just get it. Not necessarily with a collection. I just feel like for layouts like this, when I'm not using a collection, these kind of stickers are perfect because they're just kind of random. And yeah, I got the haha and the we rock and some more little random bits that just sort of go with what I'm doing here. I'm going to cover up the bottom of we rock because it's silver. And I've actually got more gold tones going on in this layout, so I'm going to cover that up with a little blue sticker. And this one says, "This was epic." And this is just a picture of me and my sister after she came to my body pump class one night, and after everybody leaves, of course, we're still in there chit-chatting. And so naturally, when you're two goofy sisters, you're like, "Hey, let's take a selfie." So yeah, we have plenty of these selfies, and it's fun to just go back and look at them, and we always have a good time. So, and I like how it turned out. So I decided to add some pink thread down here at the bottom. Even though it's pink background, pink thread, I think it just adds to the pinkness down there at the bottom. And I just like the way it looks. And so that's where it's going to go. I'm going to start to glue things down here. I am going to wind up doing a little bit of changing here. I took that hello out. Even though I loved it, I felt like it covered up too much of the pink. And so I found this clear pink sticker that says laugh. And I like how it doesn't cover up the pink. Even though it blends in a little bit, I still like that a little bit better. But I love that hello sticker. I'm going to keep it because it's so pretty. Now this is from an Amy Tan, I think On a Whim sticker sheet. And that's pink metallic. I'm going to use the love part. And then check out these stickers. I've had these, I don't even know how long. And they are from like that little wall in Hobby Lobby that everything's like $1.99. stickopotamus or something crazy, but they matched, and so I'm going to use them. And I'm just going to put the word sisters down at the bottom, and then I'm going to create a couple of more little circle stickers to add to the left side of the picture, since I've got a couple circles on the right. And these are white stickers, or that one is, and so I didn't want it to be completely white, so I stuck it to some blue paper. And then this one is kind of a white sticker, and it says high five in gold. And again, I'm just going to stick these to some paper first so I can move them around and not have to stick them directly to things. Since everything's so layered and textured, a sticker would not lay flat anyway. This was so much fun to make, just to sort through all my random sticker sheets and things like that. These are some Spiegel Mom scraps sequins that I've had in my stash for a while, and I'm just going to glue some pink ones down, some blue ones down, just for added texture and dimension and color. And I think I'm getting close to wrapping this up. Yep, there's the end. I did add the date. I just wrote it, but I love how this turned out. Here comes some close-ups, and you'll be able to see some of the beautiful glass bead gel. There you go. You can see those tiny little circles, or not circles, but beads. And I got that at Michael's. It's in the same area as the modeling paste and the gesso, and it's in a little container with a screw-on lid, and it's so cool, so easy to use. But yeah, this was a lot of fun to make. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you get some inspiration to make your own background and break out all those shimmers and just get messy. There you go. There's a really pretty shot of it. But yeah, this was surprisingly easy to use and a lot of fun. So let me know if you have any questions about anything, and make sure you use my name at checkout at the Shimmerz store. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.